I think a good rider is a rider that understands his horse. You know, it's a rider that takes his time, that never overphases the horse, and that really, takes the time to understand what makes the horse tick. So I would have to say the best riders are the ones with feeling for understanding their animal. Bonjour, je m'appelle Naël Nassar, j'ai 28 ans et je suis un cavalier de saut d'obstacle. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. My parents are Egyptian, but I grew up in Kuwait. My parents had their business there, and it's just kind of where I spent my childhood. After I graduated from high school, I moved to the US and went to Stanford, got my degree, and now I call the United States my home, but as you know, we travel a lot for our sport, so I'm a bit all over the place. So I started riding around when I was 5. In a local riding school in Kuwait. It was actually the first riding school in the country. So I played a lot of sports actually when I was younger, including basketball, volleyball. My parents just thought it was good for us to get a lot of exposure to a lot of different things. The horses, I have to say, was not my favorite. I never thought that riding would be my career. You know, I went to a very good university and studied economics, and it wasn't really until the last year or two in college where I started to consider doing the sport as a career. In fairness, I had a really good horse, Lordan, and I won the $1 Million Grand Prix in New York my last year of school. And I thought, okay, well, now I think I need to give this horse all my time, and I need to see just how far I can make it in the sport. Lordan was definitely, the horse that made my career. We got him in Hungary as a 6-year-old. We didn't have much expectation for him. We knew he had a lot of quality, but again, I didn't really understand what the real sport was about. So we took it step by step, and every time we stepped him up, he always answered all the questions. He's won about 20 times what he cost, and there's not a lot of horses that do that in their career, let alone to stay with the same rider for so long. But it was, for me, the sport was the priority. You know, obviously when you're young and you have a good horse like that, people come and try to offer you money and take your horse away. But for me, it was all about pursuing the sport. I knew that if I sold him, I would have a hard time replacing him. And again, those horses really, they don't grow on trees. So I thought he deserved to stay with me, and we had a really strong partnership. And I couldn't picture another rider riding him except myself. Lucifer is my current number 1. He's owned by Evergate Stables, and the beginning was not easy. It took a while for us to understand each other. He was quite against the rider, but once it clicked, it really clicked, and he started to win a lot of classes. Like you said, he can run around a speed class and also jump a Grand Prix, which is very rare for horses nowadays. In a way, he understood the job already. It was a bit different than Lordan, where I had to teach him kind of what the sport was about. So that was very fun for me. You know, it's rare to get a horse that's already doing the big level. But for some reason he decided he liked me a lot, and we decided to go out and win some things together. So it's been a good story.
C'est plus vite. Je crois que c'est plus vite. Très beau virage.
Oh, c'est bien fait.
Il y va en 6 foulées. Et est-ce qu'il va prendre l'option?
Non, parce qu'en 6, vous l'avez dit, on peut pas le faire, c'est trop compliqué. Mais là, il peut le garder, il va la gagner.
Il n'a pas eu la foulée.
Il va la prendre.
Horses teach you a lot about life in general. What makes me happy is just bringing the best out of the horses, you know. They don't all have to be 160 horses, they don't all have to win every week, but if I feel like I'm helping them become their best, that makes me happy. And if I can do it in a very relaxed and friendly way, that for me, that's the most important thing.